Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back.
Today, Amanda wanted to share with you kind of a fun story about her family
Yes.
and just her experience with it, just as kind of a, what'd you call it, a get to know Amanda a little bit better.
Yeah, I figured like now that treatment's over, I did have a life before cancer.
And since you're planning on living a little longer,
Yes.
you don't want to just talk about treatment all the time,
Yeah.
so you thought you'd give some fun facts about you.
Some little fun facts.
Okay, let them rip.
So this story is about my dad and his twin brother. To be honest, I didn't know my Uncle Al, a majority of my life. And I knew my dad was a twin, but I didn't know where his twin lived or what his name was or really anything about him. And I've always asked my dad, like, don't you want to know, like, how he's doing or what he's done with his life or just anything about him? And this is when my dad was in his 60s. And he said, you know, it's been so long. I don't think we could ever find him. And it was in 2004, I was at a community college in San Diego. And what I did um, when I wasn't taking classes, I was a nanny for so many families in, in San Diego. And what I would do is I would always like put the kids to bed, clean their house a little bit, and I would just, like watch TV until they got home. I remember one night there was this ad for ancestry.com, and I thought to myself, like I wonder if this place could find my dad's twin brother. I reached out to the like ancestry.com organization. They sent me back an email actually and said, we have 3 matches that could be your uncle. And the first guy we reached out to, he said, it's absolutely not me, but please let me know how this ends. And it was really kind of cute. And then the next person I called and I just said, the story. I also didn't want to give too much away just in case, like, I don't know, like, I just wanted to not give a lot away. And so.
It's good. Your true crime shows will be proud of you.
And then the third person actually I called, but they never called back. Well, I think about 20 minutes after I called the second person, I get a phone call back and it said, hi, Amanda, I'm your Uncle Al. And I just, he said, I have been looking my entire life for you. And technically, most likely, my dad. And it was this really amazing, beautiful moment. There was no way he knew as much as he knew without like actually being him. And we talked on the phone for about 10-15 minutes. And then I was like, you know what? I haven't told my dad that I haven't told my dad that I have gone on ancestry.com. So I said, give me a minute because I have to tell my dad. And so we get off the phone and I call my dad. I call my dad and my dad's like, you what? And and he goes, how do you know it's him? And I think my dad was just in shock. Like, this is his twin brother. I said, Dad, just so you know, your brother's going to be calling you in 10 minutes. I hope this is okay because I told him that you're going to call him. Long story short, it was an incredible reunion. We all met up in Vegas at the end of that year. And my dad, it was really surreal because this is the first time of them meeting face to face in a very long time, since they were like 1 or 2. And I remember we were staying at the Mandalay Bay, and which is like kind of a big hotel for Vegas. And we get on the elevator, and they are actually getting off the elevator. And
Wow.
yeah, it was really, and it was like undeniably they were each other's twin because they were the same height. They had the same walk. Like, I mean, you name it, they loved the same sports teams. So much was like very, very similar. And we had this amazing time together. But what was really even more incredible when it comes to timing is um, my grandma. So my dad's mom um, and Al's mom was still alive. And so she got to meet, like her twins kind of got to come back together in her lifetime. She ends up passing away. I don't know if she passes away that year or the next year, but like, thank God for that timing
Yeah.
because they got to see each other. And then another thing that happened is my uncle Al ends up being diagnosed with cancer. And so I got to know him for a few years while he was, oddly enough, battling stage 4 colon cancer. And so I got to meet like a family member that I would have like gone on family vacations with my entire life. My uncle Al was such a genuine, sweet, kind man, and I am like forever thankful that I got to know him for the short amount of time that I did. I'm very thankful that I gained a cousin named JJ. She lives in Portland, and I think she's kind of just one of the funniest of characters of any family member I have. It's not cancer treatment related, but just a story about my life that I am probably one of the top 5 things I've been most proud about is reuniting my dad and his twin brother. And yeah,
It's a great story, Amanda. Thank you for sharing it.
yes.
And maybe we can ask all of you if you've had any one family reunions like that, or ever had any sort of serendipitous encounters where you're getting on the elevator, somebody else is getting off types things. And
That was what was the most amazing part was it was undeniable they were related.
yeah,
Undeniable.
it's really special.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, we will wrap it up there. We would love to hear if you have any fun family stories or just a random fact you want to share about yourself.
Yes, we'd love to learn more about you. You guys know all about me.
And we just appreciate each and every one of you being here with us. We will see you all next time. We're sending all of our love to you. Thanks so much. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.